You ever look at your teen and just know something's wrong, but they keep insisting they're fine? They slam their door, stay in their room, or give you one word answers. And deep down, your mom instinct is screaming, this isn't just moodiness. Something's going on. Here's the truth. Silence is not safety. And I'm fine rarely means I'm fine. Today, we're going to talk about how to tell if your teen is secretly struggling, even if they're trying to hide it. I'm going to show you the signs most parents miss, what those signs really mean, and how to help your teen feel safe enough to finally talk about what's going on inside. I've spent years helping parents decode their teens' emotional language. I've studied emotional intelligence. I've coached families through their hardest seasons. And I've been that mom staring at the closed bedroom door wondering, what the hell did I miss? If this topic hits home, I want you to grab a copy of my book, Bridging the Teen Gap. It's a practical guide packed with tools, scripts, and strategies to build trust and deeper connection with your teen. The link is in the description, and make sure you get it after this video. But first, let's start with the most important piece of this puzzle: why your teen is hiding how they feel in the first place. One of the biggest mistakes we make as parents is assuming our teens don't care or don't want to talk. But often, that silence is self-protection, not defiance. Here's why they hide it. They're scared of disappointing us. They don't have the words to explain how they feel. They've shared before and felt dismissed or punished. They don't understand their feelings themselves. And let me tell you, I've lived this. My youngest son was in middle school. He went through a stretch where every I'm fine felt off. He was distant, quieter than usual, and just didn't have the same spark. I felt that tug in my gut that something was wrong. Instead of pressing, I watched and waited for the right moment. One day on the way home after school, I gently asked, I noticed you've been quiet lately. What's going on inside? That's when it came out. He was terrified I'd be disappointed because he didn't have straight A's. He was carrying the weight of my expectations without me even realizing it. And in that moment, I learned something powerful. Our teens often suffer in silence, not because they don't trust us, but because they are scared to let us down. And that is exactly why the next part matters so much. Because if we understand why they hide, we can finally start noticing how they show us they're hurting. Most struggling teens don't break down, they don't cry, and they don't say, I need help. They communicate through subtle changes, and most parents mistake them for just teenage behavior. Here's what to watch for. They're more irritable and reactive than usual. Their mood swings from high to low quickly. They use phrases like, I don't care, or whatever more often. Those are the emotional shifts. The behavioral shifts look like withdrawing from friends or skipping social activities, changes in sleep, appetite, or hygiene, guarding their phone, avoiding eye contact or isolating themselves, and sudden perfectionism or obsession with achievement. The subtle red flags that most parents miss: they become too agreeable, overcompensating to avoid disappointing you. They joke about heavy topics. That becomes a safe way to test how you respond. And they start talking about life, purpose, or hopelessness in random conversations. According to the CDC, over 60% of teens say they hide their true feelings from their parents, not because they want to, but because they don't know how to talk about them. Think back to the last time your teen said, I'm fine. Was there something different about their tone, their body language, their habits? That's often where the truth is hiding. But here's the real key: those signs are just surface level clues. To truly support your teen, you have to dig deeper and understand what those signs are trying to tell you. Because behavior is the language of unmet needs. It's not random, it's communication. Anger usually masks sadness or fear. Withdrawal often signals overwhelm or shame. Defiance, it's usually a plea for control when life feels unpredictable. I remember working with a mom whose daughter suddenly started refusing to go to school. At first, she saw it as defiance, but once we dug deeper, it turned out the girl was being cyberbullied, and shutting down was her way of coping. The behavior wasn't rebellion, it was pain. I talk, I talk a lot about decoding these emotional messages and bridging the teen gap. It gives you practical tools to go beneath the surface so you can respond to real issues, not just the behavior. You'll find the link in the description. But even if you understand what's going on underneath, none of that matters unless your teen feels safe enough to talk to you. And that's where most parents struggle. Teens don't open up to people they don't feel safe with, even if the person is their parent. Here's how you can create that safety. Stay curious, not critical. Ask, can you help me understand? Instead of, why would you do that? Respond, don't react. Your calm nervous system tells theirs that it's safe to speak. Validate before you advise. I can see why you feel that way. Builds trust faster than any lecture you can give. Use low stake moments. Teens talk more in casual spaces, car rides, walks, cooking, not during forced sit downs. Research shows that teens are 70% more likely to share their feelings when they believe their parents will listen without judgment. But even with safety, there are moments when love alone isn't enough, and knowing when to get help could be life changing. Some signs mean that it's time to bring in support, and that is not failure, it's love in action. Here's when to step in. Talk of hopelessness, self harm, or not wanting to be here. Daily functioning collapses, such as hygiene, school, social life. Drastic, unexplained changes in personality. Therapists, school counselors, and support groups are extensions of your love, not replacements for it. Your teen doesn't need a perfect parent. They need a present one. They need someone who notices, who acts, who doesn't walk away when things get uncomfortable. And even if you missed the signs before, you can start again today, right now. One small shift in how you listen, how you respond, and how you show up can change everything. My book, Bridging the Teen Gap, will walk you through every step of that shift. It's more than just strategies, it's a blueprint for raising emotionally intelligent teens who trust you enough to share their truth. Go grab your copy using the link in the description. And if this video opened your eyes to what's happening beneath the surface, the next step is learning how to calm the storm that often follows. Because once you spot the signs, you'll notice something else: the tension, the mood swings, the constant edge that turns your home into a battlefield. In the next video, my teen is always on edge. Here's how I finally calmed the chaos. I'm sharing the exact steps I use to turn the chaos into calm without yelling, without punishing or walking on eggshells. I'll see you guys over there.